Dear class 10 students, welcome again to English literature class. How's everyone doing? With God's blessings, let's get started for our next lecture and be ready with your story workbooks and notebooks, as today we will be discussing question answers of the story The Little Match Girl. Do watch my previous video where each detail of this story is told. First of all, in order to recapitulate students, we will discuss the plot of this story, The Little Match Girl, that is on page 137 of your workbook. Plot means storyline. It is written how on a New Year's Eve, it is very cold, and a little girl, she walks through the streets to sell matches. There was no customer. She was unable to sell matches, scared of her father's beating. Then she sits in a corner between two houses, her thin hands children, they are numb with cold. Then she lights a match to warm herself. She visualizes as if she is sitting in front of an iron stove. Next point, she lights another match, visualizes a room in which a table is covered with roasted goose stuffed with prunes and apples. Next, she lights another match. She visualizes a Christmas tree, 1,000 candles lit in the green branches. Then these candles, they turn into bright stars. One of them falls. She thinks someone is dying. Then the girl visualizes her grandmom. She asks her to take her along with her. She takes her to God. And the last point, children, what is written here? Next day in the morning, she is frozen and dead. In this way, she escapes from hunger, cold, pain, and fear. Now come to the title of this story. Turn to page 140 of your workbooks. Underline first to third line, children, that the title of the story is very apt. Why it is very apt? It is because the story revolves around a small poor girl who is trying to sell matches to earn money. Why she wanted to earn money, children? It was because she was ordered to do so by her strict father. So the title of this story, The Little Match Girl, it is very appropriate. It is very suitable. Next, we will discuss the setting. It is on page number 141 of your workbook. Underline first line. The story is set in the streets of a town. Then underline the fourth line. It is New Year's Eve, so only 2 lines are enough. Now let's discuss the symbols used in this story. These are not mentioned in your workbook, right? So, children, do you know what is the meaning of symbols? Symbols, children, they are essential words actually, which communicate more than their actual meaning. So, as we read this story, we come to know about many symbols. These include, please note down in your workbook or notebook. Number 1 is iron stove. It is symbolic of feelings of warmth and safety. Number 2 symbol is Christmas tree. It is a sign of undying life, children. It is a sign of rebirth, stamina, which one needs to endure the winter months. Third symbol discussed in the story is the falling star. It is a symbol of a soul ascending to God, going to God. Fourth symbol is matchsticks or matches. These matches, they are symbolic of warmth from cold and the warmth of love which that little girl was longing for. Then the fifth symbol, it is cold. The chillness of that weather. So cold is a symbol of hardship. It is a symbol of desperation, hopelessness. Now come to imagery used in the story. Children, visual imagery, olfactory imagery and tactile imagery, it is reflected in the story. It is also, I guess, not mentioned in your workbook. So just note it down. Right, in visual imagery, it is presented by mentioning the things which that little girl saw during the visions she had. Like from all the windows, the candles were gleaming. Second, On the table was spread a snow-white tablecloth. Upon it, porcelain service plate was there, and the roasted goose was steaming. Right, and next visual imagery is thousands of lights were burning on the green branches. Right, so one last visual imagery when that girl had seen her old grandmom's face. It was so bright, it was so radiant. Next is olfactory imagery, means related to the sense of smell. So it is written that it smelled so deliciously of a roasted goose. So the smell of the roasted goose, it comes under olfactory imagery. Next, children, tactile imagery. It is reflected by mentioning these points, that how that little girl, she walked on with her tiny naked feet that were quite red and blue from cold. We ourselves feel the cold she was feeling. Then her little hands, they were almost numb with cold. So one more thing is there, that it was warm, bright flame like a candle. As she held her hands over it, we were now feeling the warmth which that girl was feeling. Now come to the theme of this story. It is given in your workbook, but we will points are not discussed, right? So just write down two main themes. One is class differentiation, and next is faith and hope. In class differentiation, it is shown that how it is reflected through the condition of that little girl, that the girl's clothes and her house, they indicate that she belonged to the underclass of the society. And on the other hand, it is shown that how the wealthy people, they are least bothered about the poor. They just eat, drink and make merry without caring for the people, like the little match girl in the story who dies with cold and starvation in the end of the story. Second theme is faith and hope. So children, in the story the little match girl, that girl, she had been gone through so many difficulties, but she continued to keep herself warm by lighting the matches. She had faith in God that God would help her. When she lighted a match and saw her grandmother, she didn't want to lose her, and therefore she lighted the whole bundle of matches. She begged with her grandmother to take her to heaven. So the girl imagines her deceased grandmother's face just because she had faith and hope. Now come to page number 142. We will discuss the first question that is solved for you in the book. First question is, describe the miserable condition of the little girl. What was the miserable condition? She was bareheaded, she was barefoot. What effect did the cold weather have on her? So this cold weather, you can say she was shivering because of this cold weather. Her naked feet, they had become red and blue with this cold. Next is, what did the poor girl carry with her? What she was carrying? Matches, matchsticks. Why did she walk about the streets? In order to sell those matches, in order to earn money so that she could give to her cruel father. How did the little girl lose the slippers? She lost them while as she ran across the street to escape from two carriages, and one other slipper, it was stolen by a boy. Why didn't she dare to go home? As she didn't earn any money, right? How did her hands become numb? Because of the cold. How could she warm her fingers? Last question. She could warm her fingers by striking a match on the wall. So the bright flame of that match gave out a lovely warmth, but it soon died away. Students, that's all for today. We will discuss next 4 passages in my next lecture. Have a good day.